into my field and do what I do and dominate me. And that's the attitude you gotta have. You're on the same court I'm on. No way. No way. You don't come dominate me. No way.
Yo, this is the Hungry Millennial coming to you, episode 11. We talking about talk versus action. That was Eric Thomas's Stay Ready album, The Resolution. Go check it out on Spotify. Go check it out on iTunes. Today, as you can see, I'm in my back seat. It's kind of weird, but I'm working on ads for my business, right? I do all my ads internally. I do everything internally because I believe that you have to maximize on your time when you have the time. Right now, I'm currently in the Uber lot. You can see there's a bunch of Uber drivers, walking around or whatnot, right? But most of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of them is in their 50s, and I'm proud of them because they hustling. But I'll be damned. I'm 25 years old. I'm not gonna be 50, 60, 70 out here Uber driving because I got a dream. I got to hustle. I got ads. On the back of my seats. I'm out here hustling. I'm out here grinding. I'm out here bringing value. I'm not selling nobody no type of, fitness guru stuff, none of that. I'm out here creating a business with a foundation, and I'm taking all the little extra that I have, and I'm pumping it into something that creates a foundation, an actual business. We're not talking about Instagram. We're not talking about buying followers. We're not talking about none of that. I'm bringing value. Last night, I talked to, my guy, shout out to Success Tay. He was talking about, hey, bro, when you gonna drop that video? And I'm like, my man, hey, I got one person to watch my video, and that's all I need. If you got that one person to watch your video, that's enough to fire you up. If that don't fire you up, you're not trying to bring value to anybody's life. You just trying to capitalize on Instagram followers. You just want likes. You just want likes so you get that self-esteem. You ain't got no type of passion that's invested into anything that you believe in, right? Because you ain't got no belief because you're not self-aware, right? Find that self-awareness, and you got to take that talk and put it to action. So this morning I was listening to Joe Madison, and he was talking about how historical black colleges or HBCUs are struggling, right? But then he did the math, and he said, okay, so you get every person, say there's 1,000 people, right, that are complaining about the situation from each HBCU. At the end of the day, if you get at least one of those, if you get 1,000 people to donate $10 a month, right? Do the math on that. $10 a month. That puts you at what? Let's see. 10 times 1,000. That puts it at what? 12,000, right? 12,000 because you got 10. You got 1,000 people. And you got, so that puts that at $12,000, right? So, or 120,000. But anyway, I'm not good at math. I promise I'm not good at math. That's not what I went to school for. But if you think about it, say, you got 10 times 10, that's 100, right? You got 10 times 10, then you take that, and every month you multiply that out. You're talking about a bunch of money that you can be using. You can raise $120,000 a year based off of most of the math that's been done. You can raise $120,000 a year to change something that you constantly complain about. But here's the bottom line is most people, they just want to talk about it. They not maximizing on time. They telling you that they maximizing on their time, but they're just paying for followers. You ask most of the people that get in my inbox talking about they want a biz dev, they're not even real people. They're spam bots. They don't really do this on a regular basis. So if I can't count on you to run a social media account and to reply to all your followers right away, how can I count on you to help me business develop with somebody else, right? You're not really hustling. You're not grinding. You can't put the weed down. You can't put the bottle down. And then you sitting here. The reason why Uber and freaking Snapchat and Facebook and Zucks and all those people are so successful is because they're hungry. They're lions. They're beasts. That's what they do. Do you don't realize what happened over the last year or so? Guess who all have Instagram now? They reverse engineered freaking Snapchat. Now you got Snap videos. Facebook did the same thing. Guess why? Because they're fucking lions. That's what they are. Excuse my French. They're lions. They're obsessed with what they do. Your problem is you're not obsessed. You're not taking any type of action. But those are the same people over and over and over and over that would get in my inbox and tell me and ask me questions about what I'm doing to foolproof whether or not I was doing what I said I was doing. One individual specifically And I could account for his credibility when I was in college. He would wear a different rank when he was a cadet. I was enlisted, so I knew that was the wrong thing to do. So I'm like, bro, what? He would come here to Chicago schools, and the same person was like, he got on my Facebook, he said, oh, you started your own business? You doing, is it really your own business or you work for Uber? I pay my own taxes, don't I? Right? So why you throwing shade at me and you ain't got nothing going on in your life? Right? Before you try to turn that page on somebody else, let's see what you got. Is you putting in the hours, you putting in the time? Then don't talk to me with that negativity. Because I know you just eating. I know you just trying to find something to pick at. Right? That same individual would go and he would wear lieutenant colonel rank and brag about it on campus, talking about he rocking his lieutenant colonel rank, right? But he had never worked for anything valuable in his entire life. And you could tell because everybody wants to fake it and make it. We live in we live in a society that's straight instant everything, right? Everybody want it right now, right? So you're going to go and, let's create some fake friends. I have very few friends because very few friends can deal with the fact that I'm going to keep it real with them. And I'm going to tell them what's truth from fiction because I'm about that action. A lot of people don't like it. They find it aggressive. That's why I had to go find my own thing and start my own thing because I know that I respect my aggression and what I bring to my craft. I bring value. Your parents and everything else, they're going to tell you what you want to hear because they want to try to keep you sane. Or in a lot of cases, they want to try to keep you where you are. They want you to stay beneath them. They're living their life through you. They don't want you to succeed. So at the end of the day, you have to find value in everything that you do on a regular basis. But you ain't found value because you're not self-aware. You think the same people that's supplying you with weed is going to take care of you in your 60s. Now, everybody's out for themselves. Everybody has to look out for themselves. They don't really care about you. If they're not willing to tell you no, if they're not willing to tell you stop, if they're not willing to tell you the hard thing, hey, bro, you should probably focus on your health, then that's not the right person to be around. If they telling you, you know what I'm saying, you out of shape, they know your family got a history of diabetes, and they still putting the chicken in front of your face, they still putting the food in front of your face or whatever it is, that's not your real friend. They just kind of want it, right? They want you to get to the point where you making progress, a little bit of progress, but they don't really want you to succeed, right? So that's where you got talk versus action. Everything I do is followed by action. So if I'm gonna talk about it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna execute, right? That's. Am I perfect at it? No, nobody's perfect, right? But you have to get to a point in your mind where you turn your passion into execution. Every one of my ads that I put on Facebook, I created. If somebody said they needed a gift certificate, I went out and I created that gift certificate for the company so that I could sell them something of value and I could bring value to them because that's what they needed. Right? Sometimes you got to have the ability to say yes. But if you're not about that life, if you're not about action, you don't even say yes because you're going to disappoint every time. You might as well just give up, be sad all your life. You posting about how sad you are, how depressed you are, how nothing's going right. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna change anything. The only thing that's gonna change something is action. You have to get to a point, and do I believe that mental health is an issue? Yes, but I believe there are way too many people complaining about that, and way less people who are actually taking action in their lives. So if I can leave you with anything, take action. Stop talking, because I'm not trying to hear it. We can, real people who are about business, who are about, motivation, who are about actually helping people to succeed, we're not really trying to hear it. Because most of the time when you come to us and tell us about your problem, or your body hurt, you physically hurt, you tired, you depressed, you sad, you haven't done anything to change your life, and you're still surrounded by the same people that are treating you wrong and putting you down. So do me a favor, stop talking and go do.
Little young whippersnapper's gonna tell me I'm gonna take your spot. Ha! Don't tell me you're gonna take my spot. You tell me how you gonna do it. I'm getting up at 3. What time you getting up?